In the recent history of NASCAR, I can't think of a more important race in a while. This was very important. I mean, here's just some of the reasons. I mean, look at all these tweets. Just these are legit people saying they've never watched NASCAR before, and they're just like, I'm going to watch some NASCAR. The amount of new viewers that were watching today's race was probably pretty high, and I'm expecting when you guys see the ratings tomorrow morning, they're going to be pretty high. I don't know how big of a jump. I'm estimating, if you're comparing it to normal ratings for a Darlington race, I'm estimating between 40 to 50% higher, just because of the amount of new eyes that's going to be on and just the starvation that everyone has for live sports. So even people that don't like NASCAR or don't think about motor racing or anything as a sport, they will watch it because it's something live, competitive, sport-wise, they're going to do it. Which made this race extremely, extremely important. Now, did the race deliver? Well, Ricky Stenhouse definitely delivered. You always got to get that lap one wreck. What's the number one thing casual fans love? They love wrecking. And Ricky Stenhouse was like, I'm going to give it to you guys. Wreck. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful. Ricky Stenhouse, you are a team player. You deserve a reward. You deserve a bonus check from NASCAR. And we are very proud of you, Ricky. I'm proud of you too. And then after that, what does a casual new coming fan look for in racing? Well, they look for something entertaining, so wrecking's part of it. So you got the wreck. And then you look for, some actual racing. They probably don't know what good racing is. They just want to watch some cars go fast. That's the big thing. You want to see fast race cars. And those cars look pretty fast through the corners, especially turn 1 and 2 at Darlington. You want to have a good racetrack. Racetrack was good. Racetrack was solid. I mean, it is Darlington. Great racetrack. And you had some pretty good racing. I mean, I wouldn't say the racing was bad. I wouldn't say the racing was great. It was just good racing. It's good, solid racing that Darlington provides. You got some moments. I think the broadcast did pretty well as well. They weren't too dumbed down, but they weren't too detailed. It was right in the middle, just nice. It was nice level of detail, explaining what's going on, explaining everything about how everything works, basically. And also, big credit to everyone at the track. The way I saw social distancing applied was pretty good. I saw some people complaining about everyone wearing masks. You still gotta wear a mask. If you're not doing something very vigorous, you wear the mask. But I thought it was really impressive how they did interviews. I thought it was a little bit extra, but the way they did interviews was pretty hilarious. How they had the little rod, to get the microphone over there. That was good. Everything overall was pretty good. It was a pretty good experience. And in the end, when I look at it from a first-time viewing perspective, if I know nothing about the sport and I wanted to watch this race, it didn't bore me. I was interested. There was wrecks. There was good racing. Maybe the finish wasn't as exciting. Maybe that's the one thing this race missed out. But not every race can have an amazing finish. Just in this circumstance, you would maybe wish for a better finish. But other than that, it was a solid race. And you advertised that we're going to be racing Wednesday night in prime time. And let's see how many people come back. And then let's see how many people come back for the next event at a different racetrack. And NASCAR has this time slot for about a few weeks, maybe even a few months, where they're going to be one of the very few sports out there that are going to be able to run, especially on a Wednesday night in midweek. There's no basketball, there's no baseball. They're going to be the only sport on Wednesday night. Not going to be any UFC, not going to be anything like that. For a few weeks, NASCAR has a time slot. They just have this opportunity. How many new fans can you bring in and keep? You're going to have your hardcore fans there. It's back. NASCAR is back. Hardcore fans are going to watch. You got a lot of new fans watching. How do you turn them into hardcore fans? That's going to be very interesting to see how we're going to do that. Broadcast, very important. Drivers on social media, very important. If someone's new to NASCAR, they go to social media, they want to follow a certain driver, be engaging. Post videos of stuff like Jimmy Johnson crying after the race. Okay, he's not crying. But stuff like that's very important. Now that's out of the way, let's talk about the actual race. What did I think of the race? The race was good. I liked it. Although there is one thing only. Jimmy. What are you doing, Jimmy? What you doing? What you doing, Jimmy? I love you. I love you, Jimmy. You're part of the Hendrick 4. I love my Hendrick boys. I love that they're doing well. I love the cars are racing well. What are we doing? That can't happen. And I was thinking about this with Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson and Sebastian Vettel are almost pretty much in the same place in their career. Maybe Vettel's not quite there, close to retirement. Maybe he'll retire at the end of the F1 season. Probably kind of likely. But Vettel and Jimmy had amazing championship consecutive streaks. Vettel with 4, Jimmy with 5. One of the best of all time in both of their respective sports or respective motor racing genres, Formula 1 and NASCAR. Both towards the end of their career and both having the same exact problem. They're trying too hard. Jimmy Johnson has a good car now. For the last few years, I was doubting his driving ability, but also you can't doubt the car wasn't there. It doesn't matter how much driving ability he has. The car ain't there. This year, the car is kind of there. The car, there's some speed in that thing. And today was just another example, trying a little bit too hard. He's just pushing a little bit too hard. Take a step back, relax. You're fast. Don't doubt. I feel like he's sometimes doubting his abilities, honestly. He's lost a little bit of confidence. He's lost a little bit of that 7-time champion mystique. You know, that confidence that made him a 7-time champion. He's lost a little bit of that, and that takes time to get back. And for Sebastian Vettel, it's the same exact way. When you watch Sebastian Vettel race in F1, he's going to make a mistake. He'll be running well, he'll make a mistake. His teammates beating him, he'll make a mistake. And it's not because of the car, it's because of the driver. That mistake from today was Jimmy Johnson's fault. A lot of mistakes Sebastian Vettel's made the last few years in that Formula 1 has been Sebastian Vettel's fault. That's something really interesting because they're both great drivers, but they're really in both the same spot. So that sucks for Jimmy. He'll bounce back Wednesday night. Expect him to be fast again. Just chill. Just relax. It's okay. Get to the end of the race. Race hard and be confident in yourself. Other than that, I thought it was really interesting because I haven't been watching all the races this year. Joe Gibbs are absolutely trash compared to their standards. And to be honest, I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. Pretty good to see Joe Gibbs struggling for the first time in 5 years? I grew up with Hendrick dominating, with Roush Fenway being a powerhouse. And Joe Gibbs was there, but Joe Gibbs wasn't one of the, best teams ever. They're now one of the best teams ever in the sport. One of the absolute dominant powerhouses. I grew up with them having 2 3-car teams, 2 great drivers, Stewart, Bobby Labonte. So just a nostalgia thing for me, seeing Hendrick back on top. Also because of my fan base, just what I like. I do like Hendrick being on top. I would love to see Roush Fenway back on top. But for the last 5 years, we've seen Joe Gibbs just annihilate everyone. Every race. It's just really frustrating. And they're struggling. The reason why they're struggling, they don't have speed. Hamlin might get some results. Truex might get some results. They don't got speed. They have no speed right now. Kyle Busch struggling on speed. Truex struggling on speed. Denny Hamlin's doing pretty well, but also not completely there yet in terms of speed. And my Hendrick boys are doing well, but I have to stop tweeting about them. I remember I tweeted something about Chase Elliott at Las Vegas. I wasn't watching that race. I checked in, saw Chase Elliott was leading, then something happened to him. He wrecked or something. I don't know what happened. Today, I look at Hendrick. I'm like, oh my God, Hendrick's running well. Jimmy Johnson wrecks. William Byron, flat right rear tire, wrecks. So from this day on, I'm not tweeting about Hendrick Motorsports. Even if they're running 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm shutting up. Because I apologize. Blame me. Guys, I'll take it. I've jinxed them multiple times. It's my fault 100%. Bring the hate. I'm okay with it. Let's talk about the winner, Kevin Harvick. Probably, I would still say to this day, one of the most underrated drivers in the sport. People don't realize how talented he is. When he was at the 29 car with Richard Childress, he carried that team for multiple years, okay? Almost a decade, pretty much. Goes to the 4. Ever since he's been at the 4 car. Is there a better driver than him? Honestly. Competed for the most championships. I don't know if he's won the most races since 2014. I'm not sure about that stat, but he's up there. Top 2 or 3. He is an insanely good race car driver. But he doesn't get the credit for it. When you think of Kevin Harvick, it's just kind of yeah, Kevin Harvick's really good. But it's not Kyle Busch level good, or a Jimmy Johnson level good, or Jeff Gordon level good. And I'll say, Kevin Harvick, in terms of race talent, driving talent, is a Kyle Busch level good, a Jimmy Johnson level good, a Jeff Gordon level good. Look at what he's done on a competitive team. Sometimes you have to take that 29 car and say that wasn't the most competitive team. How can you win a championship on that team? He carried that team for a decade, goes to the 4 car, and now they've just been smoking it for 6 years. I mean, really, really impressive. Great job by Kevin Harvick. Underrated driver. He truly is an underrated driver because he's probably top 2 or 3 in the sport. Big shout out Tyler Reddick and John Hunter Nemechek. I've always thought John Hunter Nemechek is a really good race car driver, and even though I don't know much about Tyler Reddick because he came in as I haven't been really watching Xfinity that much, a lot of you guys always say Tyler Reddick is a wheelman, does really, really well, and so he got top 10 today in that 8 car. Again, RCR is not a powerhouse, so if you get top 10 with an RCR car, very impressive. Outperforming his teammate Austin Dillon. And John Hunter Nemechek in that 38, really good run. I like John Hunter Nemechek. I remember watching a few truck races when he was in the truck series. I like him. I don't know what it is. I see talent there. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. It's just there. I like him. It's really cool to watch an old school NASCAR race where you come off, no practice, no qualifying, boom, bang, race, lap 1 wreck. That was fun. And also Wednesday night, they're inverting the damn field. So Harvick's starting last, and I think Ty Dillon's on pole somewhere around there. Ty Dillon's in the front row. So inverting the field, which means Jimmy Johnson will have a good chance. Jimmy's going to be up towards the front. So Jimmy, make do with the track position. Please run well. Don't wreck the car. Please. Please, Jimmy. Please. I'm really interested to see how NASCAR handles Wednesday night. They're going to have a lot of viewers Wednesday night. It's prime time. Nothing else is on TV. Absolutely nothing. Reruns, maybe. I mean, sports-wise, there's nothing on TV Wednesday night. It's all NASCAR. Push all your chips to the deck. Roll it out. Pre-race show, perfect. Broadcast, make sure it's on point. Make sure all the drivers are represented well. Make sure you talk about your most popular drivers. Talk about Jimmy. Talk about Chase. Talk about Kyle Busch. Talk about Bowman. Talk about who else? Denny Hamlin. Talk about everyone. Build up your drivers. Get the new fans. Like, I like this driver. I like his personality. Show their personality. Build them up. There's going to be a lot of new faces Wednesday night too. Prime time, under the lights, Darlington. Let's have some fun. Let's have some wrecks. You know what, NASCAR? I'll give you permission. Throw a caution flag, phantom caution flag, 5 laps to go. Have an overtime finish. Let's wad them up. Let's wad them up at the end. Let's get a big wreck. Let's get big things, big wreck, big finish, side by side, 1/1000th of a second, photo finish. Manipulate it. I don't even care at this point. Obviously, I'm joking. Don't take that seriously. But manipulation, just for that one race maybe. If you want to throw that debris caution for the water bottle on the track, I'm okay with it, NASCAR. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get some excitement going. Drivers, I know there's social distancing rules. You can have a fight on social media. I mean, you can't throw fisticuffs in the garage area, but you could throw fisticuffs on social media, Just boom, 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 boom. You suck. Boom, boom. I'm at you. Boom, boom. And we'll see how it goes. NASCAR passed with flying colors. I think they did very well today. Today was a very, 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 very important day. And they did well, so I'm proud of them. Guys, comment down below what you thought of the race. Comment down below how you think the casual fans are going to come in and introduce them, by the way. Also, I want to say, if you see a tweet that says, I'm watching NASCAR for the first time, reply to that tweet. Like that tweet. Say welcome. Say who's your favorite driver. Actually try to start conversations. See that people in the community are actually, welcoming. I think that's really important. Oh, you like NASCAR. You like to watch the rednecks go in circles. No, actually, try to get them to understand, hey, this is why I like NASCAR. I like racing. I like side-by-side racing. I think it's really cool. You should see how hard it is to drive one of these race cars. Here's some scientific stats about it. Here's how hard it gets in a car. Here's how much G-force is. And, just interact with them. Blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, do that. Because there's a lot of people I saw today that were new to the sport. And you got to build up the sport. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. Links are in the description below. My puppy's causing a mess. I have to go take care of him. So I will see you guys later. Peace out.